game was getting back into leading the pack.
Mm-hmm.
You're talking about how that felt.
Yes.
Does it feel different now that you've solidified the start of going to the regular season?
Well, first of all, I got some on my heart. I want to say thank you to all the first responders and the people on the ground right now and all the grassroots organizations working in New Orleans right now to help our city be resilient. I know New Orleans, we've been through this before, but our culture is strong, and we're going to feed off of this adversity to make us stronger. We with you. Everybody in Louisiana, we with you. We're going to represent for you. Second thing is, everybody in the Florida Gulf Coast area, come out there and support us. All right, if you can make it to the game, if you're in Louisiana, Alabama, Mississippi, North Florida, South Florida, wherever, we need all our Saints fans out there represent us because we together. Back to you, man. It's just fun. It's a blessing. It's a blessing to have this opportunity to lead the pack, and I'm just grateful for it. You know, it's been almost more than a year removed from me having the opportunity, and I'm not taking anything for granted, and I'm blessed and grateful.
Jameis, what's it week like just leading up to that first game? You know, you thought about running out the tone for the first time as starting quarterback and how long it's been?
Well, just consistent preparation. That's the biggest thing. The game is going to be the game, and it's going to be the most exciting part, right? Winning is going to be the most exciting part, but we've been in this situation before. It's going to be exciting for the young rookies, like running out the tunnel. I wish we was running out in the Superdome, but I'm just going to be excited to play against another opponent for 4 quarters and play some good football.
We haven't talked to you, it feels like forever, so
Yeah.
you've been started for a few weeks now, we haven't talked to you. Just how did it feel to find out that it was your job and you would won the competition?
It felt great. I think the whole training camp, 7 and 9, man, we made each other better, and this team grew while we were competing. I was blessed to get the nod, and I'm just grateful for that. And I'm grateful for my teammates for pushing me. I'm grateful for Taysom for pushing me, and us helping each other get better.
What do you view as the next step from here? Like winning the job is obviously only one part of it, right? Where do you want to take it from here?
Consistent preparation. That's all I'm focused on. We're preparing for the Green Bay Packers. We got a lot of stuff going on, but we have to be consistent in our preparation. Our day-to-day has to be the same. We cannot lose focus and go out there and be ready to play and go give our best efforts.
Is it difficult to focus during these times? I mean, you've got so much going on in the periphery. Is it difficult to focus on football? I mean, when you've got so much going on, back in New Orleans, that kind of stuff?
I think it's more difficult for the people that's actually going through a lot right now. We were blessed by this organization to allow us to relocate us to Dallas, and that's why I called out, everybody in Louisiana and that southern area, man. Like, we got to represent for them. We feed off them. They're persevering and they're being resilient right now. We have to do the same. It's a lot of people that are in way more difficult situations than we are. We're blessed. We get to go out and play a game that we love. We have the majority of us. We have our families with us. We just praying that everyone else's family is safe and secure in New Orleans. But again, the objective is to go out there and bring some excitement to the city of New Orleans by going out there and winning a football game. I think that'll do a lot.
Were you able to? Did your family come with you to Texas?
Yes, they did.
So I know you kind of touched on this a second ago and saying it's not like you're back home worrying, but what has this week been like? Has it been you and your family in one hotel room? I mean, how different has it been going through this process, with everyone's families around versus how you normally prepare?
I think the last week when all of us were in Dallas before cuts, I think we got a chance to grow as a team. I don't remember ever in my career like being able to meet different guys, wives and fiancés and girlfriends and children. Like, I think that camaraderie brought us closer. I mean, we introducing ourselves to different people that works for the New Orleans staff. They're meeting their kids, meeting their wives and husbands. So I think that was a great opportunity for us to grow closer together. And that's why I keep relating it back to what's going on in New Orleans. I think it's a great opportunity for all of us to grow closer together by supporting each other and persevering through this.
James, I know your foundation has been doing a lot of work back
Yes.
there, and it's something you did a lot of. Why is that just helping out in your community so important to you?
Well, because we have this platform, man, and I know how it feels growing up in a huge house. I mean, I had about 20 cousins, uncles, and aunties running around the house. Like, I know what the concept of family is. So the more you can get together and help build each other up, the better you're going to be, the stronger you're going to be. So that's why I take pride in uplifting the community, because like God gave me this platform, so I have to use it. I have to support those in need, and a lot of people are.
Can you describe some of the stuff that the foundation did? I know that you dropped off like some generators and stuff.
Yeah, just waters. We dropped off some waters to the first responders and a couple rec centers around the New Orleans area. There are cooling stations. Mayor Cantrell have been doing a great job finding cooling stations for our general population. So we dropped off some water. We get some food, working with World Central Kitchen to get some food, some hot prepared food around the city. So I think it's been a community effort. But we've just been doing this as little as we can. You know, some of the guys on the team, the captains, DeMario, AK, Teron, Cam, Malcolm, and myself, we in Teron, I think I said Teron, but we came up with, teamed up with United Way, right? Because we believe in their brand and what they're doing, and they have a lot of people on ground. They can touch a lot of people on ground and get things moving for us. We know that we have to be focused on this game, but there are other elite professionals out there that they're built to do this. So we want to support them as much as we can and focus on what we need to focus on so we can bring some excitement back to the city.
You were selected as a captain? Is that what you just said?
I said, DeMario, Teron, Alvin Kamara, like we got together and we made a decision to team up with United Way. Yes.
Did you go back to New Orleans during the past couple days to help out with some of this, or did you stay here? Where did you go?
No, ma'am, I went back to Tampa.
Tampa?
Yes, and I came back to Dallas. I haven't had a chance to go back, but a couple of members of my foundation went back to New Orleans to support on my behalf, yes.
What did they tell you about that experience?
About being in New Orleans? Well, they said obviously these people are in need. There's a lot of people that are in need, and they were just happy that they were able to lend a helping hand. I think that's the biggest part. The biggest part is everyone staying optimistic, supporting those in need, and continue to push forward.
You weren't here a few years ago, or not here. You weren't with the Saints a few years ago when they were at Washington practicing in their fields and their locker room. And it's a lot different like being in a college locker room when you have a whole NFL team and staff. So like, how is this setup been for you guys? Is there anything that's just uniquely odd or different about it versus if you'd be back home?
I think Coach Payton and our operations guys have done a phenomenal job. Like I said, I think just bringing us closer together. Our focus is on the Packers. At the end of the day, we get to play some football. We get to really line up against another squad, play 4 quarters of great football, sometimes 5, maybe 6. Or are they doing overtimes in the regular season? I think they are. But
You're about to go to 7.
yeah, but no, we're just excited to get ready to compete and play our best football.
You have time for one more? Hey, James, I got a question about Alvin Kamara. You played against him for years, and now you played with him. But what's something that you may have learned about him as a teammate that you didn't know?
I think he's one of the smartest football players that I've been with at the running back position. And when you're in the quarterback and you got a guy that knows his job like the back of his hand, and as electric as he is, it just gives you that course of peace and poise and calmness because you got a guy literally right next to you that's willing and able to do anything that the team needs him to do. All right, thank you.